Hey, this is BremSter. And yeah, last night I did a stream of, and I believe it's live, even though YouTube is telling me I'm not. Last night I did a stream of gas puzzles, in order to try and clear my head, and it was absolutely wonderful. I'd been having trouble solving recently, and I just did a whole bunch of gas puzzles to try and get my head back in the game. And I finished on a clover puzzle, and that left me wanting more. So I'm doing some more. I've woken up before work. I'm a little underslept. I'm still feeling under the weather, but I figured, why not? Let's just keep doing some puzzles. And because I'm streaming them, I'm streaming them. I'm used to over on BremSter Games streaming to no audience. Hey, Sotek. So I thought, even if no one logged on, then which is what I expected last night because I was streaming Australian prime time. That it's fine. I'll do what I can. So I'm just here to solve some puzzles. So that's what I'm going to do. Hey, Selby. Um, so I'm going to continue to work through. Last night I was trying to move a little bit faster than I normally do, so doing explaining but not in detail. So trying to sort of power through and get the solving brain working rather than the explaining brain working. So that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. Still not the fastest solver in the world, but I was doing okay. So that's what I'm going to try and continue to do this morning. So, as I said, I finished off last night doing a clone Sudoku by Clover, which was absolutely stunning. The first puzzle I have today, and hopefully everything will still be displaying correctly, is an easy killer by Philip Newman. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in cages cannot repeat and must sum to the total given. Um, See how we go. So I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So 11 in 4 cells is 1, 2, 3, and 5. I'm not sure what that's telling me. Um, is it 31 in 5? No, I don't think that is, because that, hmm, 30, 30 in 4 is restricted. 30, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Easy killer. Well, this is 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 4. So I know this is 4 and this is 1, 2. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the 5 and these are 1, 2, 3. Now these are 7, 8, 9. Now there's no 9 in either of those. So that's a 9. These now have to sum. Well, that's the 8 and that's the 7. This is actually a 1, 3. So this is the 2 and there's no 2 in here. Oh, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had a thing about missing smaller cages. I don't know why. Um, Now, an 8 has to go in one of these. Actually, there's a 7 in one of those. That's a 7. These are 6 and 9. Easy killer if you're good at math. I'm not necessarily good at math. Hey, Eric. Hey, Frappy. Hey, Riff. Okay, so this is the 4 because of the 1, 2, 3. This is not the 2, the 1, or the 3. That's the 5. So the 5 comes out of those. There's a 4 in the 31 cage. Wait a minute. Oh, this is the 6. This is the 9. So these have to sum to 13. Is that enough yet? Well, that's at least a 5. But I'm not sure that's enough yet either. I haven't quite clicked to this. 8 is down here, which means 8 is right here. So what are these? That is not the 8. These are 4 and 6. This is a 4, 6 pair, and that's the 4, and that's the 6. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, these are from 1, 2, 3, and 4. No, wait, there's no 4 there. These are. There's a 9 in those. So I've got 13. I've got 20. I need another 11 without using 9, 2, or 7, 4. So it's 5, 6, or... So it's 6 with 5. No, it can't be 5, 6. So this is a 7, 8 pair. And this is a 3, 9 pair. And there's no 3 in here. This is the 3. That has to be correct, I think. Doesn't feel very gassy, but I think that's correct. This is a 1 or a 2. Hey, Sniglet. This is a 6, 7, or an 8 because I have to have a low digit in a 10 cage and I can't use a 1, 2, 3, 4. That was probably where I should have started. So this is 2, 3, or 4. And it's not 3. So it's not 3, 7. It's 2, 4, or 6, 8. Am I solving well? Same as always. 9, 1, 2. So these are 3, 5, and 7. Well, there's no 7 there. There's no 3 there. This 11 now. Well, this 11 was always 5, 6. That was, well, it is now anyway. So this is a 1 or a 2. There's no 4 there. Oh, that's the 3. I can take 3 out of those. 4 is in one of those two. This is a 1, 2, which I should have... I had this yesterday. I was just completely blind to 3 cages. That's a 1, 2 pair. So that's the 4, and that's not the 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 go into those. So that's the 8. This is a 5 or a 6, which means that's the 5, that's the 6, that's the 5, that's the 7. That's not a 7. 5 is, well, these are now what? 5, 6, 8. There's no 5 there, so that's the 5. 8 is right there. This is actually terrifying. They need to sum to 13. And I'm broken. I've broken the puzzle. No, wait, they need to sum to 15. They're 4, 5, 6. I haven't broken the puzzle. So this is 2 and 8 with 7 and 8. This better be a 1, which makes that the 2 and the 1. I can't math. I can't math. Can't make me. I can't math. Can't make me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That better be a 9. Hey, Nicholas. As I said, I did a lot of streaming last night, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So what do we got here? These are 18. I need to get to 19. So 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. And 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that 4 makes that the 3 and that the 4, which makes this the 1 and the 3. These are 4, 5, and 6. They are 4, 5, and 6. There's no 6 there. That 4 takes 4 out of there. I've got too many digits. Oh, the 6 makes that the 5. Take 5 out of those. This is a 1 or a 2, which makes that the 3 and the 1. This is the 6. This better be 1, 2, 3, 4, a 7. This 1 makes that the 2 and that the 1, which makes that the 2 and that the 1 and that the 2. There's still something going on. This is a 4 or a 6. This 9, invisible 9, 3, 9. This, no, but this 3, 5, 3, 4, 3, 5, 4, 4, 6, 4, 6, 5. There we go. 7 minutes and 12 seconds. That's not a bad one. So I've completed the puzzle and I got 1 hat. Okay. 1 hat is acceptable. So that was an easy, killer. So let's move on to September 24th, 2022. This is called 159. Do we think it'll be a 159 puzzle? It's a 159 by Clover. Clover was being greedy. Philip Newman Clover, Philip Newman Clover, Philip Newman Clover, Philip Newman Clover. Wow. Okay, so this was a period where it was just Philip and Clover for a while. Okay, normal Sudoku rules apply. So 159, I'm not sure if I'm assuming everyone watching is familiar, but I know people watch my streams who aren't that familiar. So each digit in the first column tells you where the 1 is located in that row. For instance, if there is a 3 in the first column, um, then the 1 in that row must be, how are you phrasing it? Then the 1 in that must be located in the third cell from the left, so in column 3. So a 3 in column 1 means that the 1 is in column 3 in that row. Similarly, each digit in the fifth column tells you where the 5 is located, and then the ninth column tells you where the 9 is located in that row. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, I know some tricks about this, which I probably will not use because this is a gas puzzle. Let's restart the timer. So, we know this is an 8, we know this is a 2, we know this is a 4. Now, this will have to be a 7, 8, or 9 by entropy, it's not an 8. So it's a 7 or a 9, the one is in one of those two, but I could have got that from Sudoku. So the 5 means this is a 6, this is an 8, this is a 4. The 9 means this is a 6, this is an 8. This has to be, not sure. This is a 2. So what do we got here? These are 1, 4, and 8. Now, I can't put a 1 in 4. I can't put a 1 in 8. So this is a self-referential 1. This is the 4. This is the 8. These are 2, 3, and 6. Well, I can't put the 5 is in 2, so that was something I just missed. These are 3 and 6. What are these two? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. And these are 1, 2, 6, and 9. Well, 9 isn't in 2 or 6, so that's a self-referential 9. And these are 2 and 6. The 2 makes that the 6 and that the 2. There's something, yeah, this is the 3, this is the 6. Now, I'm not looking at entropy just yet. The 4 makes this the 7 and this the 4. The 7 makes that the 9, which makes that the 1. Now, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The 4 and the 6 makes that the self-referential 5. Audio problems? That would be something I do need to know about. My microphone seems to be transmitting okay. Now, I can't put 3 in either of those, so 3 is in one of those, so 9 is in one of those. I also need to put a 4 or a 5, not sure. I need to put... There's a 7 in one of those two, putting a 9 in one of those two. The high digit in one of those is a 7, so this is a 1-9 pair. Okay, good. I don't want to assume that it's good for everyone. Now, this better be Sudoku, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 and 7 go into those. So that's the 7 and that's the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, this is the 5, which means this is a 7. This has to be low. It's not 2, so it's 1 or 3, putting 5 in one of those two. Which means... okay, still trying to turn my brain on. These are 1, 3, or 1, 3, 9, which means 9 is in one of those two, so this is a 5, 7 pair. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. But these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are 3 and 4. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, which I know the order of. 8 and 7. Which puts 8 in one of those two. Yeah, I'm not sure I've got this quite right. Oh, That's a 1, which means there we go. That's a 5. Mm, thank you. Um, 9 is in one of those two. So this is an X-wing on 9s, isn't it? Hang on, that can't be a 3 because that can't be a 5. That's a 9. That's a 3. That's a 5. That's a 7. That's a 5. Um, the middle, this is a 6-7 pair. And this is the 6 and this is the 7. So this is the 1, 9, 1. Not sure. But the 6 makes that the 4 and that the 6. These are 2 and 8. So we've got 2 and 8. This is a 3. These are 2 and 4. I've probably missed some indexing, but I'm trying to move faster than I normally do because that's kind of what I'm trying today. This is a 3, which makes that the 1, which makes that the 9, which makes that the 3, that the 4, which makes that the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. So 6, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. So we've got 6, 8, 4, 6, 2, 4, 2. And that is the correct solution in 5 minutes 54. Okay? 5 minutes 54 was a 2 hat time. Just made it by 36 seconds. Nicholas gets some credit on that one. Okay. Carpe Ex Viam, which is another Philip Newman puzzle. With a title like that, who else could it be? Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits separated by an X, V must sum to 5. Digits in cells separated by an X must sum to 10. No negative constraint. Other cells may be able to be separated by X's and V's. Okay, so these are from 1, 2, 3, 4. Not sure that's helping. This is a different 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, where am I starting here? I mean, I could color the X's and V's, but I'm not sure what that's going to help me. This is 1, 2, 3. So this is 4, 2, 3. It's not 2, so that's not 3. 3, 4 means this is 6 or 7. That's not jumping out at me. Oh, this is also 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not 3, so that's not 2. No. So this one is different to... okay. I'm not always just going for time and speed here, so I really am not too stressed about wasting time. This has to be blue. This has to be yellow. This has to be blue. This has to be yellow. This has to be blue. So I could actually... no, I'm not grokking yet. There'll be something else going on. So... so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, these... these are made up of yellows. That can... no, wait, what? So this is a yellow X. This is the... I'm not grokking this. So these are blue. These are blue low. Seems like a full colouring puzzle. And if I've got to get into full level colouring in order to break this open, this could be the first gas I fail at. Actually, there have been others. So this isn't 3, this isn't 2. So 2 is on here, this is 2, 3. Okay, so yellow is 1, 4. So 1, 4, okay, got it. This is 2 and 3, which means, no, wait. Wait, what? No, I got that wrong. There's no 2 here. There is a 2 on this. This is 2, 3. So this is 2 and 3. So this is 7. This is not 2, 3. This is not 3, 2. This is, it can't be 7. So this is 8, 2, 3. This is 1, 4. But that can't be a 4. So that's 1, 9, 4. Which means this is 1, 4. There's what I needed. This is 2, 3. So these are 7, 8. This is 8, 2, 2, 3, 7. This is 1, 4. This is 3, 2, 7. This is 1, 4. This is 1, 4. This is 6 or 9. This is 8. Now, these have to be, this can't be 2, 8. So this is 3, 7. So we've got 7, 3. This is 2, 8. This is 3, 7. This is 2, 8. And I know the order. 2, 8. This is 3, 7. This can't have, actually, I'm not sure about that one. Oh, this is 4, 1. So that's the high digit. This is the low digit. So it's 2 or 4. So this is 6 or 8. What am I missing? Okay, what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. Well, there's no 6, 9 there. That's the 5. This is a 6, 9 pair. This is a... I've broken the puzzle. Okay, I've got this completely wrong. I've broken this puzzle. So where am I gone wrong with that? That looked correct. But this is now broken. Isn't it 5? If I put 6, 9 in here... Oh, no. No, that is... Sorry. 5, 6, 9, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm not going to blame my eye drops, but I have just had my eye drops, and that means that my vision is a little bit more blurry than normal. That's not an excuse. It's a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is also 6, 9. So these are 5, 6, 9. 5, 6, 9. This isn't the 5, so this is the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 6, 8, and 9. So that's an 8, 2. This is a 6, 9. As I said, it's not an excuse. It was still bad scanning. It was terrible scanning. The 4 makes this the 1, this the 4, this the 6, which makes this the 9, this the 6, this the 9, this the 6, this the 9. The 7, of course, makes that the 3, which makes that the 7 and that the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So we've got 6 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8 go into those. But the 2 here makes that the 8 and that the 2. So that's the 5 and that's the 8. 5 now can't go in any of those. Well, this is 1 and 4, but this is the 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 go into those, but I take 6 out of those. Again, it's not the fastest way to solve, but it is the way that my brain processes Sudoku, by putting in a triple and then eliminating. So this 1, 4 was resolved very early on by that invisible digit. 5 and 6 go into those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 go into those, but I've got a 7. And these are 4, 9. And there's a not 4 there. 4, 9, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 5. I've got an invisible 1. So 2, 6, 9. So that's a 6. And that 2 makes that the 9 and that the 2. The 5 makes that the 6 and that the 5. I'm down to a single box. So that's the 1. The 3 is there. 5 is there. These are 6, 9, so I can go 6 and 9, and that is the correct solution. 8 minutes, 1 second. I did have a stumble in there where I got that completely wrong. You didn't have to run, Clover. There were a lot of people here, including my... It's fine. It's absolutely fine. You... If you were always summoned by someone thinking that they broke one of your puzzles, Philip, you would be fractured like, oh man, there was a movie where someone was constantly being pulled in hundreds of different places. You would not be a well man. So 8 minutes and 1 second, which is 31 seconds out of the 2 hat time, even with a stumble. So I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, now... BremSter being bad at Sudoku. I really thought for a long time that that's what I was going to call the channel. Disjoint. Okay. So normal Sudoku rules apply. The same digit may never appear in the same relative position in 2 different regions. I think it was with Riff Clown. You may be able, if he's still around, he may be able to correct. Riff Clown, I think it was, but there were other Skunkworks people involved as well. We actually did an irregular disjoint puzzle, and it was beautiful. I don't know that we released it anywhere because it was kind of diabolical, and trying to figure out how to express the rules was really, really weird. But the way that it worked was basically if you counted the digits left to right, top down, whichever shape the grid was, you could always, so, you would end up with, cell 1, cell 2, cell 3, cell 4, cell 5. And if there was this weird pattern, then you could have 1, skip, 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 2, and then the next line would have 3, skip, skip, 4, and then you could have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sort of thing. You could have that as your cell numbers. And we were still able to make a disjoint, and it was just weird, but it was really, really cool. Anyway, so September 26th, disjoint. So basically, I'm going to go through this, but basically you can see sort of, basically all of these digits must contain different, all of those cells, they're the same relative position. This is what Psycho Killer came from, the concept of disjoint. The digits in the same relative position must contain different digits. Basically, that's what it means. There are 9 extra regions in the grid. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this one a shot. So I can see that these cells here, they can't be 1, 2, 3 because they're in the same relative positions. They can't be 4, 5, 6. These are 7, 8, 9. This one can't be 8 or 9, so it's 7. So these can't be 7. This one can't be 9, so it's 8. And this one can't be 7 or 8 now, so it's 9. These become 4, 5, 6. The 4, 5 here makes that one the 6. The 6 comes out of those. The 4 makes that the 5, and that one becomes the 4. I wonder if I can repeat that in other cells. Like those ones, they can't be 1, 2, 3 or 4, 5, 6. Those are 7, 8, 9. That one can't be 8, 9, so it's 7, and I take 7 out of those. That one becomes 8. That one becomes 9. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6. So these become 1, 2, 3. The 1, 2 here makes that the 3. The 3 comes out of those. The 1 makes that the 2, and that becomes the 1. Now these are basically 4, 5, and 6 for the row. There's a 5 there. That's not what I'm looking at. There's a 4 there. Probably not the best place to look. But these Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 because I've also got 9. The 6 takes 6 out of there. The 8 comes out of there. The 7 and the 8. This is the 6. This is the 7. This is the 8. The 6 comes out of there, which is not that helpful. Where's the next place to look? It's the center of the things because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 5, 6, 7 because I've got 8 and 9. There's no 6 there. There's no 5 or 7 there. That's the 6, so there's no 6 there. The 7 makes that the 5, so that becomes the 7. I'm actually going to start looking at Sudoku because these are 1, 2, 3. So that's the 1. This is a 2, 3 pair. So that's 2 and that's 3. These are 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no 4 in those, so that's the 4, the 3, and the 2. The row needs a 3. The box now needs a 4 and a 5. So we've got 4 and 5. The 4 makes this 6, 5, and 4. The column is 1 and 7. So 7 and 1. 2, 7, and 8. That's the 8. This is a 7 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. There's no 5 in those. So that's the 5, the 4, and the 8. Now I'm starting to run out of power cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 go into those. So actually, that's doing okay. Whoop, typo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So that's the 3, that's the 7, and the 4. 1, 6, 7. The 1 and the 6 makes that the 7, the 6, and the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 go into those. Nice, 6 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. The 8 makes that the 5 and that the 8. I need to put a 2 in here, which goes there. I need to put a 3, which will go there. I need to put a 5, which will go there. I need to put a 6, which will go there. 3 minutes 31. Holy cow, David. Yes, I agree with your special shout out. Clover, Frappe, Riff Clown, Skunkworks, Philip Newman. Absolutely. Um, I would like to add to that, if I may. I would like to add, and Frappe is a very special one. I would like to add Full Deck Missing a Few Cards, Doom Jot, Sotek, people who are virtual Randall, people who are always there behind the scenes to help me keep the channel running. There are a lot of people who do that, and I don't call them out often enough. But thank you very much, David. 3:31. If that's not a 2 hat time, I'm going to be quite upset. Made it by 2.5 minutes. Yep, pretty happy with that one. Hey, old Mum J. Yeah, that was a good puzzle. I would like it if people liked the stream, but I'm not going to force anyone to do anything they don't want to do. Maybe they don't like the stream. Smash that dislike button. Um, dislike to your heart's content. If you post hateful comments, they'll get removed. I'm not sure any of my moderators are here, but yes. Um, so arrow, digits along arrows must sum to the circle total. So, okay. 2 is made up of 2 ones. 3 is made up of 1 and 2 because I can't use the same digit. So that's the 2 and that's the 1. 4 is made up of 1 and 3, which I can't do, or 2 2s. 5 can't be the same digit twice, so it's either 1 4, which it could be, or 2 3. So it could be 1 4, or it could be 2 3. I'm not sure where that one's going yet. Now, there is a 2 right there by Sudoku. Um, My moderators are helpful people and they're never forced to do anything that they don't want to do. I feel that way about the entire community. And people should feel free. I mean, at the moment, I'm a little under the weather. So if you've got any things that you want to come out to me where you think I'm doing something wrong, hold on to it for now and come back to me later. Prepared to feel free to send an email, but I may not respond to it for a while. And please don't be grumpy about that. Two has to go somewhere in one of those two. If that's a two, that's a five. Okay, I'm not grokking this one quite yet. There's probably just a nice little trick. 9 arrow. Well, it could be 1 8. 1 8 is possible. 2 7 is not possible. 3 6 is not possible. 4 5 is not possible. This is 1 and 8. Great. That is 1 and 8. Great. Do 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 do. I just got home and now I'm heading up to New York. Sorry, I shouldn't be doing that. Okay, now so can I do similar here? This can't be 1 7. It can't be 2 6. So this is 3 5, and I know the order 3 5. These digits are very carefully placed. So this, well, 6 can only be 1 5 or 2 4, and it can't be 2 or 4 for various reasons. So this is 1 5. That's a 2. 2 is still in one of those two. 1 in row 3, column 3 looks down. 1 in row 3. What? Oh, that looks down. 5 and 1. 1. Sven still hasn't made it that when I say something and type the wrong thing, it puts the right thing in. Doesn't make, and YouTube hasn't made it when you think the right thing and type the wrong thing, it fixes it either. And Google's much more powerful than Sven. Why can't Google fix that? Now, 8 is over here somewhere, but 8 is not on a 7 arrow and 8 isn't there, so that's an 8. This 7 arrow probably has exactly the same trick on it. 1 6 is not possible. 2 5 is. 3 4 is not. So it's 2 and 5. This is not the 2. This is a 4 and this is a 2. The 4 goes with a 1. That means 1 is over here and 1 is up here. There's something going on. I probably got it wrong. Autocorrect. I do have a script. I deliberately solve on a browser where I do not have the autocorrect script. But there is an autocorrect 479. That's not 4, so 4 is up here. That's not the 4. That's the 4. Which is very, very helpful when I'm doing cosmetic setting. That's the 5. I'm still blind. 3 is in one of those two. I am completely blinded. 8 is in one of those two. Where are the good mind reading? Actually, if there is a mind reading device, do not attach it to the internet and my brain. Ever. Please. Because people like me right now, generally, and that would change very quickly. 6, 7, and 9. That's not a 7. There's no 4 in those. What? I'm doing it again. What? 3, 6, and 7. Fair up. 5 in column 3. There's no 5 there. There's no 5 there. 5 is in one of those. It's not there. That's a 5. That's a 3. Did that do much? Probably. 5 is in one of those two. Three. That's now eight. So these are one, two, three, four, six, and seven. That's not a four. That's a seven. So there's no seven there. This is four, six. So there's no six here. This is three, seven. No seven here. Three, six. So this is nine, seven. Again, do you ever have that feeling when you're solving a puzzle where something has gone wrong and you're not aware what it is? Sometimes you just get this really weird, creepy feeling when you're solving. It happens to me way too often. Four and seven go into those, so seven and four. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. These are eight and nine. And I don't know what causes it because it's more often wrong than right. These are four, eight, and nine. There's no four there. No, that is the. No, wait. That four is invisible. It's one, two, three, eight, and nine. I typed the right. I said the wrong thing, typed the right thing by mistake, and then corrected it. Nine in the column makes that the three. I'm sorry. I find that funny. I find that incredibly funny. My videos are available to clip. I don't block that at all. Um, wow. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, and seven. These are four, five, and seven. So four, seven, four, five. Nope. Still not grokked. Seven is in one of those two. That's not a seven. So the 6, 9 pair means that is the seven. So seven, nope. Four in box nine went invisible again, so it seems. Oh, yes, it did. Five, not five, five. So this column is 1, 6, 9. 6, 9. So that gives me a 6, 9 pair, making this an 8, 9. So this is 1, 2, 3. This is the 4. Uh, Yeah, because I've got that weird something is fundamentally wrong feeling, everything I'm looking at is causing anxiety. Hopefully, it'll go away when I start the next puzzle. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. There's no 7 there. There's no 3 there. There's no 8 there. No. This is just a 3. That's just a 3. So that's a 7. That's an 8. This is 4, 6, 9. Hey, Sven. Welcome to the Compliments Sven channel. We do spend a lot of time complimenting you here. And when we talk about the features that we want in this, they are jokes. Sven is the true hero of the community, in my opinion. 4, 6, 7. So this is a 6. So so this is 4. So that's 4. That's 7. So now I can get this right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm being really careful because I don't want to make the joke about the type what I think, not what I actually type feature. That's a 9, so that's a 6. That's a 9. That's an 8. That's a 9. That's a 6. That's an 8. 1, 1, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, 11 minutes 8. This is not a two hat time puzzle. But I did get one hat, so it wasn't completely terrible. Normally, when I solve, I'm pretty certain I beat. When I solve, just not trying to push myself a little bit, I normally am getting dinosaur times because I'm just sort of chilling. I'm trying to chill a little less. Okay, anti-king. So normal Sudoku rules applies. Identical digits may not touch diagonally, which is basically, yeah, it's often called no touch. Basically, any digit, anything that touches the cell cannot include it. You can say it by it can't touch diagonally because the normal Sudoku rules get the orthogonal. So yeah, let's do this. So 9 is in one of those. There will be an obvious. So 2 can't be in any of those, so that's a 2, which puts 2 down there, but it can't be there, so that's a 2. Which puts 2 up there, but it can't be there, so that's a 2, which puts 2 in one of those. 2 is down there, so 2 is in one of those 2, and 2 is right there. Okay, that's that done. 6 is not in any of those, so that's a 6, which puts 6 in one of those, but it can't be there, so that's a 6. 6 is up here, so 6 is in one of those 2. These, well, 1 can't be in either of those, so this is 1. These are 3 and 7, and they are resolvable by the anti-king. I feel it's these, because... No, I may be wrong. 9 is not in either of those, so 9 is in those. Nine is not. No. 5 is not. No, I've already got 5 not in any of those. By that. Who put that 5 there? Who put that 5 there? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not a 5. There's no 3 in those. So that's a 3. This is a 4, 5. And the 4 means that's the 5 and that's the 4. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's no 7 in those, so that's the 7, but that 8 means that's the 9 and that's the 8. This is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 5 means that's why the 5 is there. Useful 5, welcome back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 8 makes that the 9 and that the 8. Um, 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 um. 3 is not in those. Don't think that's what I'm looking at here. 6 is not in any of those. So 6 is in one of those 2, which means this is a 6. So this is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 7, which strikes me as not useful. At least not yet. Okay, where am I looking? What have I got wrong? 4 is in one of those 2. 2 is still over here. 4 in this column. It's not there and it's not in either of those. That is the 4, which means 4 is in one of those 2. This is a triple. I like triples. 1, 2, 3, 5, 9. There's no 5 in either of those, so that's the 5. The 3, 9 is... This can't be a 9, or I couldn't put 9 in this column. That's the 3, that's the 9, that's not the 9, this is the 9, which means this is the 9, this is not the 9. This triple now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. There's no 8 down here, so this is the 8. Now, the 5 makes that the 7 and that the 5. Five is in one of those 2. but it's not there. So that's the 5, which means that's a 5. These are 1, 3, and 7, and they're not 7. So that's 7, 1 and 3, and that 3 means that's the 1 and that's the 3. This column is missing an 8, I believe. That's not a 7, so it's a 3 or a 6. Oh, no, it's not. It's just a 6. That's a 7. That's a 3. This row, 1, 7, 9. There's no 7 or 9 there. That's the 1. And this is the 9 because of that 7, and that's the 7. I I love how, I mean, when I do a puzzle, I set, I normally set a puzzle a day. Um, 80% of the puzzles I do that way never get released. But when I release a puzzle and it's got a smooth flow like this, I'm absolutely chuffed. And the fact that the gas setters are able to do it pretty much day after day after day blows my mind. 2, 3, 4 go into those. There's no 2 there or 3. That's the 4. So the 4 comes out of those. This is a 2, 3. That 3. It's like just reiterating the logic over and over and over again. It's something I try and do in all of my puzzles, and I pull it off sometimes. But wow, 1, 5, and 7. There's no 7 or 5 there. That's the 1. So I have a 5. So 7 and 5. This is a 1. This is now 6 and 7. So I can stick them in. 6 and 7. 3 is in one of those two. 6 is in one of those two. This is 6, 8. So I've got 6 and 8. These are 3 and 9. So 3 and 9. 1 is there. 2 is there. 3 is there. And that better be a 6. And that is the solution. 556. So even while bantering, 2 hats. Still don't know what I need the second hat for. I did a video on Japanese sums, I think it was about 2 years ago, just before there was the first Japanese sums pack on CTC. Panthera sent me a Japanese sum Sudoku, basically to release as a, here is an intro to Japanese sums. And yeah, the video kind of just disappeared into oblivion. But I think it's still there. Yeah, I'm not allowed to show my second head on the internet. And isn't there a different name than hat for those? They're made out of latex. They're a bit stretchy. Anyway, let's not talk about that on the internet. Well, be safe. Okay, the next puzzle is by Backpower. Is it Backpower? Is that how it's pronounced? I'm not sure. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Each capsule contains exactly 1 odd and 1 even digit. Okay, so we know this is 6 or 8 because it must contain an odd and an even, and there's a 6 looking at it. This is 8. So there must be an even digit in here. It must be a 6, so this is a 6, and the rest of the digits in here are odd, but that all works. So that's fine. Everything's fine here now. There must be a 4 in one of these. I can't put a 4 in here, so there's an 8 in one of those, and it's not there. It's there. This now contains a 4. Now, this can't contain... Wait, what? No, I'm wrong. 1 by Sudoku is in one of those two. Again, I'm getting that creeping feeling that something is wrong. This is even. It's not 2 or 8, so it's 4 or 6. This has to have a 2 in it, and it's there. This is either 5 or 9, because 1, 3, and 7 are gone. This can't be 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is the even digit, and it's 4 or 6, and it's not... it can't be 2, 4. So this is 6. So this is 4. 8 in box 3, you say? Right, yeah, that's just an 8, so this is an odd digit. Now this needs to have an even digit in it. It's 4 or 6. So it's either 4 there or 6 there. Yeah, don't sure that's it yet. So what's the even digit in this? It's either 2, which would be there, or 4, which would be there. Yeah, I'm not convinced this is helping me yet. This isn't the 4, this is the 4. It's placement of even digits that is the key to this puzzle. Have I placed all of the 8s? No. 8 is in one of those two. 8 is in one of those two, and 8 is in one of those two. Okay. That's just a 6. So this is a 5, 9. So what are these? These are 1 and 7. So 7 and 1. So 1 is there. What is this triple? 1, 2, 3, 5, 9. There's no 3 there. These are 5, 7, and 9. That still could be a 4, because 4 is in one of those two. I can see people are posting stuff, but I'm still scanning. I'll look if I get completely stuck. This is a 2 by Sudoku. So this is not even. So it's 3, 5, 9. It's not 5. This is 3 or 9. This is 5 or this is 5 because it must be odd and it sees 1, 3, 7, and 9. So that's just a 5. Now the even in here is 4 or 6. That's still not helpful, but it must contain a 7. There must be a 7 in here because it sees 1, 3, 5, and 9. So there's a 7 in there, which means that is a 7. This is very weird, but I like it. Oh, the 9 looks down. This is the 5. This is the 9. This is now a 3. So what are these? 4, 6, 7. And there's no 7 at the top. There's no 4 there. There's no 6 there. So this is a known triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. So that's a 3. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So 4 and 6. I'm not trying to ignore anyone. And if you think I am, I'm really sorry. I'm just trying to not get completely lost. I don't mind help from chat, but if I can... So can I do a similar trick with these? Probably, but I haven't found it yet. Okay, so what did you say? Row 1 in row 7, column 5. Ah, that's not a 1. So that is a 1. See, I still, even minutes later, I hadn't found what you had posted. So this is odd. It's not 1, 3. So these are just 5, 7, 9, aren't they? Well, there's no 9 there. So they're 5, 7. This is 9. 5, 7 means this is the 4, which means that's the 7, that's the 6. That'll help. This is a 3, which means this is even. It's not 4, 8, so it's... Oh, it's not 6, 4, 6, or 8, so it's 2. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. And these are 4, 5, 7. Not 4, not 5, not 7. Okay. La. La 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 la. La 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 la. Blah 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 blah. So it's got to be this pill? So this column, 1, 4, 5, 7. So where's 1 in this column? It's there. It's the only place for 1. So that's the 4. This is 5 or 7. But this now has to be even. And it's not 2, 4, or 6, so that is the 8. There you go. That's cool. Now. That means that's not the 8, this is the 8. The 4 means that's not the 4, that's the 4. 6 is now there, which means that's 9 and that's 6. These are 3, 7, and 9. There's no 7 there. 7 is in those. There's no 3 there. That's... This is 5 or 9. Ah, hang on. This is 5, 7, or 9 by the column, and there's no 7. So this is 5, 9, which is a 5, 9 pair. 9 comes out of those, so this is 7 and 3. This is just a 2. 1, 2, 3, and 7, which is resolved. 7 and 3, which makes this 9, this 5, this 9. That's a really weird interaction. 1, 9, 5. That was really, really cool. When chat gets silence, I worry that I've fallen off the internet. 5, 9, 3. No, YouTube says I'm still on the internet. It may not be happy that I'm still on the internet, but I'm still on the internet. 2, 8, 9. There's no 8 or 9 there. That's the 2. This is an 8, 9 pair, and I know the order. 9 and 8. These are 5 and 7, and I'll use that 7 to make that the 5 and that the 7, which makes that the 5 and that the 7. The 5 there makes that 7, 4, and 5. Ta-da! So that is Capsules Sudoku by Backpow. And as I said, I think Backpow is the correct pronunciation. 8 minutes 34. Again, I doubt that is... Yeah, that is a 1 hat time. I was over 90 seconds out of the 2 hat time, but that's fine. That was very, very interesting. I do like the way these cages were forced. The placement of these and the way that everything interacted, just very clever. And the symmetry, the way that it all hung together, the symmetry of the place digits and the way the pills and everything, just really cool. As I said, if I could make most of the puzzles I set this smooth, I would be just chuffed. And I do practice. I think I'm doing better, but still. For KNT and Jovial. Wow, KNT puzzles break my brain normally, but you know, And this ends September. What time is it? I do need to finish. I've got a bit more time, but I do need to finish at particular time. I do have to go to work today. So arrows, digits on arrows must sum to the circle total. So that's what we've got. So this is 1, 2 because 1, 2, 6 is minimum is 9. Now these also must be 1, 2 because 1, 2, 5 is the maximum this could be, which is 8, which means 1 and 2 are down here, but this can't be a 2. Okay, Bob. 9 is up here by Sudoku. Now, these are also 1 and 2, which means this is a 9. Now, 1 and 2 must be in here by Sudoku, but I can't put a 1 or a 2 on that because of everything. So this is 1, 2, which means this is a 6. This is a 2, this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 1, which I could have started from either of those. Now, there is a 1 but no 2 on this. So 1, 3, 4, this is 8 or 9, and it must have a 3 on it. Now, minimum here, it'd be 1, 2, 4. So this is 7, 8, or 9. Can't be 9. No, so it could be. It could be 2, 3, 4. It still could be 2, 3, 4. Okay. 9 is in one of these two. 5. So 5 is in one of those. Okay, get a grip. Figure out what you're missing. If this puzzle is 4 KNT, it's almost certainly way more. Okay, 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 okay. This can't be 234. There is a 1 on this arrow because if it was 234, this would be 9 and it can't be. So there's a 1 on this arrow and it's not there. That's a 1. This is not a 1. This is a 1 2 pair. There we go. So this is still 3 4 5. Can't be 6. So this is 6 7 or 8. That's something. It's something. So 1 is placed in box 9. 1 1 1. Oh, so there's no 1 on this arrow. This is 2 3 4 with that being a 9. And that's right, that's the 3, that's the 2. So 1 2. The 3 means that's not the 3, this is the 3, and it's 1 3 4 or 5. That's really cool. Very cool placement. So wait a minute. 1 is there, so this is 2 and 1. This is now 2. So that is now 2. Ooh, I'm finding this one a little bit brain melty. 6 is not in any of those. So 6 is up here. So 6 is down here. But can that still be 3? I'm not sure why not. 4 is definitely up here. No. I have a friend who occasionally jumps in. She's a real life friend. And she solves logic puzzles and stuff. And she used to work through the gas puzzles. And she said around sometime late 2022, she stopped. They basically, they were the only puzzles she solved with the gas puzzles and some of the. I gave her a Sudoku book, one of Akash Dulani's books, and she said that around late 2022 she stopped because she just stopped being able to understand them. I'm not sure exactly when that happened. Oh, that 9 means that's, yep, not 9, that's 9. So can I chase 9s? Oh, that's 8. So this is 1, 3, 4. Which means 4 is in one of those two. 8 is not in any of those. So 8 is in one of those. So 8 is in one of those. 9 is in one of those two. And one of. Well, this 9 means that's not 9, that's 9. So 9 is not in those. That's 9, that's not 9, that's 9. Okay, there's the 9s done. 8 is in one of those two. So that's 8. So this is not 8 anymore. So this is not 5. Chasing this is weird. This is not 8. This is 8. So this is 8. So 8 is not in those. That's 8 and that's 8. So that's not 8 and that's 8. Chasing the high digits in this is very weird. This is 5 and 7. Now, I don't have a 7, but can I... yeah, that's a 6. So 6 is in one of those two. 6 is in one of those two. That doesn't seem to be it. 3, 4, and 7 in those. It's not it either. Well, that's not a 3. So 3 is in one of those two. This triple. 5, 6, and 7. There's no 6 there. Is there something going on in column 2 similar to column 8? It doesn't feel like it. Ah, here we go. 5, 6, 7 in column 2, but that can't be a 6, so it's 5, 7, giving me a 5, 7 pair. That's a 4. That's a 3, 7 pair. So this is 4, 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 3, 7. That's an 8. Okay. Now the 3, 7. So 1, 2. This is a 3, isn't it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is a 3. Which means 3 is in one of those. 4, 5, 7. I'm still not seeing anything hit this. Okay, yep, that's not the 4, that's the 4. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 as well. And this 5 finally hits it. That's the 7. That's the 5. There's no 7 there. That's 5, 6. So that's 7. This is now 6, which finally makes that 3. 3 is now up here. But the 6 makes this not 6. This is the 6. Which makes this 5 and this 6. This is 5, 7, giving me another 5, 7 pair, making that the 3 and that the 7. This is a 4. So now in this column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's a 7, 3, 7, 3, 5, 4, 7, 5, 7. Wow, that was tricky to scan. 5, 4, 5. That can't be the 3, so 3, 6, 4, and 7. 5, 6, and 7. So the 6 makes that 7, that 6, which makes that 4, that 7. 1, 2, 3, I need to put a 4 and a 5. Wow, okay. I'm sorry, everyone. That was really pathetic. 11 minutes 30. According to this, the 2 hat time, or the 2 hat time was 9 minutes, and the 1 hat time was 168 minutes. Okay. I'm not going to go back and try and hunt what may have been a data entry error. Yeah, they gave a lot of. There were no dinosaurs on that one. Pencil mark Sudoku. I haven't done a pencil mark Sudoku in ages. So, pencil mark Sudoku, you are given some central pencil marks, and you have to use those to solve the Sudoku. I really like pencil mark Sudoku. That wasn't long. That was monolithic. 2, 3, 4 means that can't be a 3 or a 4. That's a 1, so there's no 1 in those. The 3, 4 looks over, meaning that's not a 4. That's also not a 1, so that's the 2. The 2 comes out of those. The 1, 4 looks up, taking 1 out of there. The 2 also comes out. That's not a 3. The 1, 2 means this isn't 2 or 3. That's the 4. The 4 comes out of those. I'm bouncing around a grid, grid, grid. I'm bouncing around a grid. The 3, 4 pair means this is the 1, this is the 3, this is the 2. The 3 means this is the 5, which means this is the 7, this is the 9. Um, 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 um. The other problem with pencil mark Sudoku, or one of the problems I have with pencil mark Sudoku, I love the concept of it, and I've used pencil mark Sudoku in my own setting, is the black pencil marks again, they kind of throw me out, and when I try and if I want to pencil mark myself, they always make me feel a bit weird. The 1, 4 pair makes this a 5, which makes this a 6, this a 7. The 6 looks back, making that a 3. This is a triple now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9, which means this is a 4, this is a 3, this is a 7. These are 2 and 6. The 1 makes this a 2, which makes this a 4 and this a 3. The 7 makes this an 8. The 2 looks at making that 1 and that 2. The 7 makes that a 6. The 3 makes that 4 and that 3. Again, I'm scanning for given digits, but they're smaller and harder to see. This is a 6, which means this is a 7, this is a 1. The 7 makes this an 8. Why am I not able to get a triple like this? Because I'm scanning badly. 2 is in here. 3, 4, 5 is in here. 8 and 9, I don't know. Okay, except this is 8 or 9. I'm scanning badly. 5, 6, 7, and 9. That's not a 9. That's not an 8. That's not a 5. Pairs in box 5. Oh, 1 is in one of those two. That's a 1, 6 pair. Great, yes. And 4 has to go in here with 8. So that's 4, 8. So 1, this is a 2. This is now 5 or 9. Now, is that resolved or did that do anything? It gave me those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, and 9. And that 5 makes that a 9 and that a 5. So what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not 7. That's not 9. So that is 9. That's 8. That's 7. I know that they're there for a reason, but the black pencil marks really do freak me. Um, this is a cool puzzle. And my eyes are really starting to hurt. The early morning eye agony. 5, 8, and 9. There's no 8 there. That's also 589. Not sure. What are these? 346? No, but 4 is in one of those, so that's a 4. I wish I could make YouTube chat bigger because honestly, the YouTube chat is so small that I really can't read it without having to refocus my eyes. One of the problems I have with my eyes is I can't read anything small, and YouTube chat is like 10 point. And if I make it bigger, it makes every browser window I've got bigger, including the puzzle grid, which means that I have to really mess with my display. So reading it is really hard because when I understand why people are giving clues, but when people just say something like, I think it's like R1C9, um, I honestly, to me, it's just blur. Like I can barely read chat. And row 8, column 5 is something that someone has said, which I've got. 2 in row 3 looks right, which I've done. Pairs in box 5, which I've done. 5 in row 9. 5 in row 9. Right, so this is a 5. That's cool. So what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's no 8 there, so that's the 8. And 2 in box 8 restricts into box 9. 2 in box 8. So 2 has to be in one of those two. So that's not the 2, that's the 2. So this is 589. These are 589. But this 6 makes this 7 and this 6. Wait, what did I just do? Yeah, this 7 and this 6. And again, these aren't excuses. I'm not trying to say, oh, poor me at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7, 8, 9 and must contain a 7. There's no 8 there. It's just why sometimes I'm slower than you might like. I'm sorry. The 2 here means that's not the 2. This is the 2. This is a 1 or a 4. Give me a 1, 4 pair. So there's a 3 in one of those. The 3 is there. This is 5, 8, or 9. It's not 5. This is an 8, 9. This is an 8. This is a 4 because of that 4. That means this is a 9. This is a 5. This is an 8. The 5 looks across, making this the 9. 2 looks back, making this 6 and this 2. So what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, and 6. So this is 6 and 1, which makes this 5, which makes this 7 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. There's no 6 there. There's no 7 in either of those. So 9, 6, 7, 5. There's no 6. So 4, 3, 6, 1, 6, 4, 1, 4, 1. 7 makes that 9, 8, 7. 8 comes out of those, so that's the 8. And the 8 makes that 9 and 8, and the 9 looks down, making that 5 and 9. Doesn't include solution, but the Sudoku is good, so it kind of has to be good. That was really cool. A good pencil mark Sudoku is something you don't see very often. I know that the gas Sudoku, like if since Sven implemented his solve counter, the gas Sudoku are the most solved puzzles out there. Like they just are. So me turning around and saying that the people who create these don't get enough credit. They get more credit than any other creator in the universe. But these puzzles are good. They really are. Real human made Sudoku. Digits along thermometers must increase starting from the bulb. Digits in cages must sum to the given total and may not repeat. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, do I have anything else for us? Well, 29 is What is it? 5, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to be terrible with everything else. 23 in 4. I'm not sure. But this has to be at least 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm going to be terrible at the rest of this. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. That has to be 1. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, or 4. So that's a 1. It could be alien made. Could be Alienware. One is over here. So this is minimum 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a 9. See, these would be easier if I was better at Killer Sudoku. So this is at least right. This is at least 5, 6 because it's not 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 is 11, and this is a minimum of 2. So this is 5, 6 with a 2. Now these are 7, 8, 9. Now, if this is a 9, these would have to sum to 5, and they can't because I can't use 1, 4, or 2, 3. So this is not 9. If this is 7, this is 7, and it could be 3, 4. If it's 8, these would sum to 6, and I can't use 1, 5, or 2, 4. So this is 7 with 3, 4. And there's no 7 in those. I'm assuming there's more like that I can do. So if it doesn't look quite as forced. I mean, it's probably this 19 cage. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. This is a 6. So this is a 7, 8, or 9. And if this is 6, 7, or if this is 6, 9, I'm already at 15. Oh, hang on. This is maximum 4. There's no 3 there. There's no 2 there. Okay, so what's going on here? These have to sum to 13. So if this is 9, these would sum to 4. That would work. If these are 7, these would have to sum to 6. That would work. Row 2, column 6 is fully restricted. It can't be 1, 2, 4, 3. Oh, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if it was 7, this would be 8, 9, 10. So this is a 3. These now have to sum to 20. So I'm terrible with these totals. I mean, 6, 7, 8. So 5, 7, 8. Or 5, 8. Yeah, 5, 7, 8 would get me there. There's a lot of freedom there. But the minimum here is 5. And if I do, doesn't that mean it has to be 5, 7, 8? If this isn't 5, I'm using 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8 is 21, and I've blown the total. This is 5. Now these have to sum to 15. So they are either 6, 9, or 7, 8. That's cool. That is cool. Now, I'm assuming there's similar going on with the 18 and the 14 cage. Because this could be an 8 or a 7. After that, it's a 4, and then I wouldn't hit the total. So this is 7 or 8. If it's 8, these sum to 10, which would be 3, 7. Couldn't be 3, 7. So this would be 4, 6, 8. If it's 7, it'd be 4, 6. No, I'd need 11. Hang on, how could I do 11? It'd be 5, 6. This is a 6 either way. And this is 4 or 5, and this is 7 or 8. That's crazy. So this is 7, which means this is 8. This is 4. So this is 8. That feels right. These are 1, 2, 3. That's so weird. So these are now 6 and 9. So that's 6, that's 9. Again, I've got that terrible feeling. These are 1, 4, 9. So these are 2, 3, and 5. Well, there's no 5 there. There's no 2 there. This is 3, 2, 5. There's no 3 there. There's no 9 there. 8 has to go in this column. And if it went here, I'd need something between it. 7 has to go in this column. 2 can't go here or here. So this is the 2. And then the 1 has to go here, and this is the 4. There's no 2 in those. The 4 makes this the 9 and this the 4. This is really, really weird. And I like it. This is 6 and 8. I may not be solving it the way that everyone else is, but I like it. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. Now, even with the 3, this needs to sum to at least 11. So it has to be 4, 7. With the 3, 1. There's no 4, 7 there. This is the 1, 2. I think I've got this right. 3, 5, 6 without a 3 there. 1, 2, 9. Oh, 4, 7. You're correct. Thermo. I'm not ignoring people. It's weird. Certain words I can scan, I can see very, very quickly. Others I can't. What did Clover say? This is Bill's first ever gas. Oh, of course. This is by Bill Murphy. Very cool. Now, this can't be 9, so it's a maximum of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So let's do that. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So this is, well, it can't be 4 or 3. So this is 2. So this is 3, 4, 5. Well, it can't be 4. This is 5 or 6, 6 or 7, 7 or 8. Okay, that makes this 1 and this 2. There's no 1 or 2 here. This is the 9. This is the 1. This is the 2. This is 3 or 4. So this is 1 or 2. Where is 9 in this column? That's a question I should have asked earlier. 9 and 7. So these sum to 13. These need to sum to 6. So they are 4 and 2 and 1 and 3 and 5, 6, 7, 8. These are 1, 5, and 6. I'm sorry if people think I'm ignoring them. I'm really just having eye strain problems. This is a 3. This is 2 and 5, and I'll use that 2 to make that 5 and that 2. Use that 5 to make that 1 and that 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 8 and 9, and I do have an 8. There's a reason my Sudoku grid is about this big. It does slow my scanning down, but it means that my eyes don't just hurt instantly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's no 4 there. There's no 5 there. There's no 6 there. There's no 6 there. There's no 5 there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 8, and 9. There's no 8, 9 there. That's a 3. 8, 9. The 3 makes this 5, 6, 3, 5, 4, 6, 1, 4, and 7. Doesn't include solution, but I expect that is correct. That was absolutely charming. I've played with, I did a puzzle a few months ago, which was solved on my channel by, I'm on my channel, so I don't mind advertising it. Solved by Full Deck and missing a few cards, called Hot Dogs, which was 2-cell killer cages with thermos running through them. So they were 4-cell long thermos with 2-cell killer cages wrapped around them as the bun. And that was probably about the same difficulty as this. And I was really happy with this puzzle. I think this one is a little bit more elegant than the one I did, but similar in concept. And mine was 2 months ago, and this was over a year ago. Like, I'm not saying, oh my God, I'm as innovative as Bill Murphy. No, not at all. Do I have time for more? I probably have time for one, maybe two more puzzles. Yeah, it's a bit early in the day for hot dogs. Also, I can't go shopping to get any because I'm still isolating. Secret angles. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits along the indicated diagonals cannot repeat. So this is a diagonal puzzle. So we must put a set of the digits 1 to 9 because these are 9-cell long diagonals and we cannot repeat digits, and we've only got 9 digits. Therefore, set of the digits 1 to 9 along the indicated diagonals. So 2 must go in those because we can't put 2. 3 must go in these. And 4. This is 2, 3, and 4. Okay, well, that's easy. 4 is not there. 3 is not there. 2 is not there. 4 in the middle. Okay. That puts 4 right there. 6 is in one of those two by similar laws. And 5. This is a 5-6 pair. And this is the 6 and this is the 5. Okay, now 7 is not in any of those. 7 is in one of those two. Okay, I will find something. It may be my missing brain. That is a 2. So 3 is in one of those by diagonal. And it's not there and it's not there. So this is a 3. So this is a triple. 1, 8, and 9. There's no 8 there. There's no 1 there. So I haven't put a 2 or a 7 on this yet. So 2 and 7 are down here. I can't put a 2 there or there. So that's a 2. 7 is in one of those two. Now, if 2 is there, 2 is in one of those. That's all fine. Now, I need to put 1 in one of those, so it has to go in one of those. 5 is up here in one of... 5 is in the corner because 5 is seen both of those and the diagonal down here. No, okay. This is a 6-7 pair. So that's 7 and that's 6. These are an 8-9 pair and the order is 9 and 8. So now I know what these three are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 6, and 9. So that's the 9. This is a 1, 6, and the 6 here makes this the 1 and this the 6. These are 1, 7, 8, 9. This is 7 or 8. This is 7, 8, 9. So the only place I can put the 1 is there. These are 3 and 6, and the 6 here makes this the 3 and this the 6, which makes that the 2 and that the 3. The 7 comes out of there, so this is the 7. The 8, 9 pair, not seeing it yet. These are 1, 8, and 9, so that's the 1. This is the 8, this is the 9, this is the 8, this is the 9, and the diagonals are done. 1 and 7, 2, 5, 9. So that's the 9. That's the 2, that's the 5. There's only 2 digits left in this box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That 7 makes that the 8 and that the 7. This row is missing 1 and 6. The 6 makes that the 1 and that the 6. This row is missing even less digits. It's just missing a 9. 2, 7, and 8. 2 comes out of there. 8 comes out of there. So this is 7 or 8. 2 comes out of there. So this is a 2. This is 1, 7, or 8. Okay, let's look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. And this 5 makes this the 8 and this the 5. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 7 and 4, which makes this 8, which takes 8 out of there, but makes this 7 and this 8. These are now 1, 7, and 9. There's no 7 there. There's no 1 there. Oh, this is 1, 9, 7, 1, 7. These are 3, 6, and 9. There's no 9, or this is 9. Okay, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 and 4, which doesn't break anything open. 1, 6, 8. So this is a 6, 3, 6. The 1 and the 8 are resolved by that, I think. 8 and 1. These are 2 and 3, so I go 3 and 2. 5 minutes and 48 seconds. Pretty happy with that. The time was 7 minutes. Now, people who know me will know that, like, Sotek will remember this because he was one of my first ever testers. I don't know how I was lucky enough to find Sotek when I started setting. But the first thing I did after creating a couple of puzzles, the first thing I created was the Psycho Killer. Then I played with a couple of thermos. And then I decided what I wanted to do was explore a particular constraint until I understood it well. And I started with diagonals. And the first 2 puzzles I had featured on Cracking the Cryptic were diagonal puzzles because I was making them. And I made a set of 7 puzzles. I actually made about 20, but only 7 of them were good. And the final puzzle, which is one that I was aiming for almost from the very beginning, brought all of it together in a puzzle called Orrery. And Orrery was my first ever big controversy, because when I released Orrery, there was an immediate comment on Logic Masters Germany, which was, this puzzle looks exactly like a Tall Cat puzzle. And that led to a backlash on the puzzle. It's like, oh, you just copied Tall Cat. And Tall Cat actually solved the puzzle and ended up saying, no, this puzzle is very, very different to mine. They look very similar. Like if you put the 2 grids next to each other, they almost look like twins. But I tried to make an idea work, and I made 6 puzzles leading up to it, which were mostly pretty good. Actually, some of them were excellent. I think, personal opinion, leading up to it to understand diagonals well enough to make it work. And Tallcat said you pulled off successfully what he tried to do and didn't, which was a wonderful compliment. And Tallcat weighed in on that. But the initial response of, oh, you've just copied Tallcat, really, yeah, that hit me. And then Peter V did a beautiful puzzle using the idea that I used for Orrery, which I'd spent months exploring to get, and that got featured. And oh my god, this is an amazing puzzle, this idea is great. And it was like, Yay. Yeah. I seem to do controversies well. There's been a few. The most recent one again with Sotek is exhausting. Exhausting has been a controversial puzzle. Normal Sudoku rule to pi. On each line, digits in the center position is the sum of the other two digits. Okay, cool. So this is a clover puzzle. So 8 plus something is that. So this better be a 9 and a 1, otherwise we're in trouble. This is an 8, so this better be a 9 and a 1, otherwise we're in trouble. I try not to, but when you spend months working on a puzzle, someone turns around and says you've copied someone else's idea. Because of that, the rating on your puzzle plummets. The submission you make to, at the time, I didn't run a channel. So the submission I made to CTC, basically I got a response saying, if you're copying someone else's work, we don't want to look at you. Then literally a week later, Peter V posts a very, very similar puzzle again and gets a feature the next day. Ooh, I was a bit grumpy. Not at Peter. Peter asked permission to both create, release, and submit the puzzle. And I went, yes, my ideas are free for people to use. I have no problem with what Peter did at all. None. Zero. Diddly pupkis. So this is 5 plus something is that. But this has a maximum of 7 and this has a minimum of 2. So this better be 7 and 2. Like, I have no problems with Peter. Do not think I'm grumpy at Peter. I am not grumpy at Peter. Check out Orrery. I'm really proud of that puzzle. It's on my Logic Masters Germany page. Or not. Feel free not to. So I think we've got the same logic here. The maximum this can be is 7. The minimum this can be is 2. So this better be 7 and 2. So these are triples, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. This is also 3, 4, and 6. This is not a 6. Okay, so I haven't quite wrapped my head around this yet. This better be a 1, 2, 3, and this better be a 7, 8, 9. Now, this can't be 7, so this can't be 1. This can't be 2, so this is 3, 9. There we go. Ta-da! I made a deduction. Or is it an observation? This is a 4 because of the 3 and the 6, so 4 comes out of those. We'll have to ask Full Deck and missing a few cards, whether it was a deduction or an observation. Now, 5 plus, it's got to be 1 or 2, because I can't use 3 and 4, and if I used anything higher, this would be a problem. So this is a 6 or a 7, and it's not a 6, so it's 7 and 2. These are 1 and 8. Okay, now this is 1, 2, 3, leading to 7, 8, 9, and it's not 7, so this is not 1, and this is a 2, so this is again 3 and 9. So the 3 means this is the 4, and this is not the 4. I'm still making observations. They may be bad observations, but I'm still making them. Now, 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it can't be 4, and it can't be 3, so this is 1 or 2 leading to 6 or 7. And it can't be 6, so it's 7 and 2. So this is also 1 and 8. I've had 2 emails from CTC, both very early on, possibly because two of the first puzzles I submitted were declined. I'm not angry at CTC either, like at all, about that. The controversy didn't come from them. They didn't do it. I've had 2 emails from CTC saying why they wouldn't feature one of my puzzles. And I'm happy that they sent it. I wasn't left in the dark. And that actually has turned around to me, and it sort of motivated me to, when I don't feature someone's puzzles, if they ask me why, I try and respond to those if I don't feature someone's puzzles on my channel. I really do, because I know how important it was that they did it to me. No, it was absolutely wonderful. The first one was Psycho Killer. When I submitted Psycho Killer, they said the rule set was too complex for their channel, and they haven't backed down on that one. And the second one was Orrery, where they said they didn't want to get involved in the controversy. Okay, all good. I get it. I absolutely get it. So, not grumpy at all. So if this is 6, this would be 3, and it can be. If this is 6, this would be 1, and it can be. Okay, I'm not seeing it. I am not seeing the thing. This is a quadruple. 1, 2, 3, and 8. If this is an 8, this is a 1. If this is a 1, this is an 8. If this is a 2, this can't be a 2. Okay, so I've figured that out. That can't be a 2. Is it this quadruple? 1, 2, 3, and 6? No, that doesn't feel it either. That's a 9. Okay, so I've got that by Sudoku. That's a 7. Okay, more Sudoku. But I think that's all the 9s and 7s now, isn't it? 8 is in one of those. Now, 8 isn't here, or that would have to be a -1. If that's an 8, that's a 1. If that's an 8, that's a 1. So one of those is a 1. Okay. 9 clue in box 4. So this, it can't be 1, 8, it can't be 2, 7. This is a 4, 5. That's very cool. Thank you. 4, 5. I will take the assistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 6, and 8. 6 is in one of those two. If this is a 6, this is a 1. If this is a 6, then this can't be an 8. So this is 1 or 6. If this is 1, this is 6. If this is 6, this is 1. This is not 2 or 3. Can I do similar? This is 1, 8, or 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is in one of those two. Now, that can't be an 8. So this is 1, 5, or 6. It's not 1, it's 5 or 6. So this has to be at least 6. So it's 6 or 8 only, and it's not 6. This is an 8. So this is not the 8, and this is the 8. So there's no 1 or 6 in here. This is a 2, 3. There's no 2, 3 here. This is a 3, 4. The same logic, right? So this is a 6. This is not a 6. This is a 1, 8. So there's no 1, 8 here. There's no 3 or 2. That's 1. That's 8. That's 8. That's 1. No, I've broken it. Okay, so what have I done wrong? Where did I go wrong here? I think I was still good here. This is 3, 4. But no, I'm broken here, aren't I? Did I just typo something? Because if I take 1, 8 out of here, this is 2, 3. This is 4. This is 3. 3 comes out of here. 2, 3 comes out of here. This is 1, 8, 8, 1. No, I'm broken. Oh, right. No, hang on. No, 3, 4. This is not 1. This has to be the 8 and the 1. But that makes this 6, this 5. There's no 1 in those. There's no 8 there. This is 8. The 2, 3 makes that 4 and that 3. Okay, hopefully this is better. Okay, I'm starting to have real scanning problems, and I do need to go to work very soon. So I'm going to make this the last puzzle, again finishing on a clover puzzle. I'm really sorry, everyone. 2 and 4. I did say this was going to be a short one. 3, 6. I'm hoping I'm now right. I could use the check function, but I'm not going to. 1 and 6. So if this is a 1, this is an 8. If this is a 6, this is a 3. So this is 3 or 8. And it's not a 3. So this is 8, 1, 6, 1, 6, 6. 2, 4 means this is 2, 4. And it's not 2. So that's 4, 2, 4. I'm definitely losing it. That happens. Anyone who's tried to solve over and over and over a lot will... You need to take breaks. 3 means this is 4, this is 5. This is 8. Yeah, I'm definitely losing it. This is 5 and 6. This column is missing a 4, so this better be a 5. 8 makes this 1, this 8. These are 2 and 3. 5 would go with 3, 6 would go with 2. So I'm looking in the wrong... this 5 makes this 6, so this is 2, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 go into those. The 6, of course, makes that the 4, that the 6, so this is a 1, this is a 5. 1, 2, and 3. That is the correct solution. I'm really sorry I got stuck on that one, everyone. But, yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm definitely... That was still a one-hat time, so I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, my eyes. No lines with doubles. Yeah, I possibly out of the range of a gas puzzle. I don't know, maybe. It is a very neat puzzle. Thank you to everyone who jumped in. Man, because I spend most of my time over on BremSter Games, where I stream for between 0 and 2 people, getting 20 people into a stream kind of is mind-blowing. Yeah, that was a really nice puzzle. Um, Clover, should I might reach out to you and ask, should I do a stream at some point of the gas leak bonus puzzles, or would you like those kept separate? Don't answer now. You don't have to answer now. You could reach out separately or whatever. That would be a cool thing to know, because that might be a fun thing to do. Set up the gas leak puzzles. Oh, that'd be great. I because that might be a different one where people are wanting me to stream something a little bit harder and a bit different. So maybe when I finish 2022, uh, fantastic. I'll consider doing that, because they might be puzzles that people might want to be surfaced. And please, I put in the descriptions of the gas videos I'm doing. I should update some of these stream descriptions as well. Please go check out the gas homepage. They've got their own page where they're linking a bunch of other people who are also solving and streaming gas solves. So there's, I think, 3 or 4 channels that are linked there. So go check those out. They've got a link to all of the gas leak packs and everything, links to the channels, links to everyone who is supporting the gas community, because I'm just one guy solving these puzzles. The Clover and Philip and Bill, and early on Sam and Jovial and all of the people who've contributed puzzles to it, these are the driving force behind it. I'm just a guy solving them. Please go check out the gas homepage. When I release my gas videos, I'm not even putting any of my channel stuff on it. It all links off to the gas homepage, and it's all about them. And go check out and subscribe to their YouTube channel if you haven't, where they're also releasing their own run-throughs of the puzzles. They're showcasing logic. I'm doing a blind idiot solve. Literally. So hopefully they will be good. Thank you everyone for watching. Yeah, people should go to bed or whatever it is. Yeah, thank you. No, it's all good. I'm doing fine. If people are on my channel watching one of my videos, they don't need advertising for my stuff. They're already there, and I'm releasing videos most days for it. Please check out tonight's video. I think it's something absolutely special. One of my favorite puzzles in a very long time from my favorite setter in the world. Yeah, then there'll be a bit of a channel break. But as part of a channel break, the time that a video would drop tomorrow night, so in about 40 hours, there is going to be a little mini set of puzzles released on my free Patreon. So you don't need to be a Patreon member, but you can sign up for free and get notifications of when stuff, which is the puzzles I received for my birthday. So there'll be, I think, 4 or 5 puzzles that I'm going to just release the puzzles and links to them as a Patreon post where people can just go and grab those puzzles. I haven't recorded solves for all of them. I Part of the reason I'm doing this is I've been struggling solving. So tomorrow night, where there's no video, there will be a Patreon post and a link to that on the YouTube channel as well, where you'll be able to go and find some puzzles to solve. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving. Bye everyone.